Тази игра има някакъв проблем обаче. По някой път крашва. Този път крашна и заби, но се оправи след тя на 2 минути. Без да рескам компа. Сега трябва ли да ги лутвам пак?
Come closer, envoy. A moment of your time, if you please. From one, I get. You irritate. Keep. One might argue. Believe it. Bring that one way or another, Fuel Messy Verno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Ludwig's the one you need to convince. I'm just the messenger. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning.
Не мога ли да ги
Our
убия
grasp on this
десха?
island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Word travels fast.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
О, мога да ги атакувам. Айде.
No, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
Вземи. О, как ме убиха, бе? Направо ги изкъртих. Гледайте какви ръкавици има. Армър има хубав. И меч. Може да е същия като моя. Направо ги изкъртих.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? I will not forget Fiume Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? I bet Heelguard's tried that tack. Zealots like her aren't swayed by reason. And Thirdborn will greet her with a sword in one hand and another sword in the other. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances. People wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back changed. Fair enough.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This dream scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Right. The garden. Sure.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the dream scourge.
Searching everywhere that isn't the garden is gonna take a while. We don't have that kind of time.
Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try.
Let's do it.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giata. Giata Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing. Good thinking. We don't want to push the limits of your spiritual endurance.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Anything. Right. Listen, I know we didn't get around to stopping by Thomas' cabin, but there's something I need to do in Shatterscarp. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fiorme Siverno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Enchanting Unique Weapons. Това не ли ми го показа по-рано? Все пак.
Let's get some rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
Някъде мерчант има ли бе? Не мога май сега да отида до мерчант.
I once heard rumors about a cataclysm in the Empire. Something about the lost city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
But there was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
It definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy hats would have been interested in. But why are you so curious about something on the other side of the world?
Я да дигна някой уизард.
Can I borrow your pistol?
I don't usually... lend it out. Why?
I was hoping to make a few... simple modifications.
What kinds of modifications? Why would you do this?
Because I caught you reading my... diary, that's why.
Gian.
E добре, тези са материали.
Nada. I promise on my life. And on every life my soul has ever lived, I will never touch your... Or diary again. And I'm very, very sorry.
Wonderful. In that case... case, you can hold on to your little toy.
That was hard to watch. You okay?
I will be.
Михе, много ли ми стигна, бе?
Marius, I've been wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zorobs on every... every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Well, that's simple. Zarbs probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Aora was once a single landmass, and the Zorb... Arab tribes drifted apart over the years. Could that be possible?
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Maybe you're right. But I like my theory.
What is it you like so much about ghost stories, Giada?
Well, ghost story. Stories are how we confront our fears. How we
Айде,
explore and
самаха му
define
тука
them
вече.
in a safe environment.
Don't they give you nightmares? The chills? After I hear a ghost story, I can't stop imagining something behind every strange noise or straight breeze.
Of course, but telling a story gives you power over it. You get to choose when to hold back and when to be merciless.
Guess I'm more comfortable with things I can see. And shoot, if needed.
An animancer has to.
I smell death here. Unseek!
listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me
А
clearly?
я продолжал.
Yes, I can hear you.
That last pipe gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Another Adiran, Kutapov.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Apologies, envoy. Huskata meant no disrespect.
Respecting some Adiran officer is the last thing I care about right now. My kith are dead.
We're all overwhelmed. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Unfortunately, yes. As far as we've been able to determine by our scouts.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Of course, that strange Orlin scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, Envoy, kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right? I sure hope so.
They're not fighting over territory, they're
Добре,
fighting over
много
who
говорих
suffered
с
the most.
стес.
We live in unusual times.
Thirdborners have been on edge ever since the mines got shut down.
You there! Please!
Help us! We need help!
Eye shot. Dream Thralls ahead.
We've got power!
In the eyes!
Stragglers from Eagle's Reach. They weren't ready for this.
That was a close one.
Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
The branch breaks the steel. Invaders in the garden. Never had a chance. Hurry in the brush.
Didn't stand a chance!
Some of them are still wearing Thirdborn homespun or Adiran armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
Many of them. Sailors, soldiers, fisherfolk. All turned to monsters.
I wish I could help them, but the Dream Scourge won't allow it.
Зеката дава тук хубави неща. Айтеми.
Seek!
Good fight.
Armor не ме трябва.
Take your best shot.
dream thralls are at Thirdborn's gates.
Let's not waste a moment.
Next one's mine.
Thank the gods for the cavalry. Not bad, envoy.
That all you had?
Fucking thralls. Remain vigilant. Dream with us.
The dream thralls almost got through.
But they didn't.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge. That's basically hello around here.
Well, we normally are, but it's been dream thralls up the ass for weeks. Not that it's a problem for you. I've never seen anyone fight like that.
Are you smoking Sveth? The Adirans raised Fior. We'll be next.
Fior Messiverno had all the time in the world, but we squandered it arguing amongst ourselves. Don't make the same mistake.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
Law and order. This place has gone downhill.
We better get to clearing out these corpses. We'll need help. There's too many to haul off between the two of us.
Лодка ли трябва вляза? Това е някакъв град ли, какво е? Яц ли е тук?
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay? That was...
О, я да видим мерчанта какво продава.
We left a few weeks ago on a
If
trade
you need
here.
material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
Така, я да видим какво продава. Моето сегашното не е ли такова, бе? Елемент, да.
Who needs fabric?
Are we safe
We
in
still have
here?
stuff.
Will the dream throws break through?
That's not a fair question to ask.
It's okay.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill.
You there, the one with... You hungry? I might be able to help.
Фалшиви
The
мерчанти, ма.
attack sounded terrible. I could hear the fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right.
А това е само някакви храни продава. Колби, молби. Я да видим то с какво продава.
If you're going out to the Highlands,
Damn my eyes. A child of Adir. Indulgent.
welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you?
Добре.
Another day.
An entire settlement in flames? And they stole your research?
Yes.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No. You're just a bearer of bad tidings. An omen. A curse.
I know you're upset, Timoti, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir.
But Ludwin and her goons stole all my research on the Godless back in... She's up to something, and it can't be good.
What do you mean? Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know. I don't know. None dare approach her.
The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwin wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. I didn't know they made adherents with such bravery.
You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an archmage like Ringrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. Yes, and please, I don't need to know more. Ringrim's given me and my troops enough nightmares already.
Хайде
I
дайте,
wouldn't
искам
blame
да
you if you
ходя да
choose
се
to run away.
забърквам с тез.
But if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargunin ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerty. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yatsley. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
Сега трябва да я чакам да отиде до там. Чак така.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches for a simple favor.
Fish! Get your fish!
Тя трябва да дойде с нас ли, не знам.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dearie. Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim? Or you're in hers. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Oh, Aldra's titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. What's not to admire? There's no one in all of Aora like her. And she's come all this way to Nakukubel. But I've no idea why an illusionist would care for godless artifacts. Yours truly excluded, of course. There must be something in there of interest to Ringrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
I promise we'll get into the right amount of trouble.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
О, добре. Яцли идва сега с нас. Айде, тръгваме.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it?
Я да направя тук апгрейд на другата книга. откъде се отива там, бе. Да не би да трябва да се кача някъде горе.
Hot out, isn't it?
Company. Oh, big mistake. Nicely done. Away with you.
Bravo! Careful, to the left!
Looks like some soldier lost his badge. Oh, he's raw Italian, so Kai will probably know him.
Какво тук това ли беше, бе? Друго няма, тъй ли?
We should lend a hand.
Woodacre's justice. Serves you right for ignoring a man in need.
Това кой може да го направи? А, не, това е капан.
Step lightly. You can't be too careful.
Това сега долу ли е, горе ли е? Не знам. Така, машини, слагам с край на това видео тук. Надявам се да ви е харесало видеото. Ако ви е харесало, ударете по един палец нагоре, ако ли не, палец надолу и subscribe за канала ми в YouTube. Това е за сега. Айде, чао! Така, приключваме с стрима за тази вечер. Почти 4 часа. Надявам се, че ви е харесала играта. Това е от мен за тази вечер. Айде, лека и спокойна.